All right, here we go. I'm going to do the box and whisker plot, the 5-number summary, and I'm going to do this box and whisker plot on the TI. I'm going to show you how to enter the data in. We're going to enter the data in. I'm going to show you how to plot it. I'm going to turn the stat plot on and look at the box and whisker plot on your TI. We can do it by hand if we wanted to. We just take the data set, go to the middle, find the median of the bottom half, that would be Q1. The median of the top half, which would be Q3, and then look for outliers, and we'll do that after. Let's just first do it on here, because you watched this video to do it on here, so I'll get you doing this first. Okay, so the first thing you're going to have to do is turn your calculator on, hit clear, and make sure your little screen is clear. I'm going to just put this down here. I'm going to lower this down for a second where I can see, so you guys can watch me here. All right. Can you see that? Yeah, that's not too bad. All right, now I'm going to enter in a list. So what I need to do is enter a list. And a lot of the stuff I'm going to do is under the stats button. See stat? I hit stat. Ooh, look at that. Edit. I'm going to edit a list and I'm going to put numbers in the list. And here's, ooh, look at, I have a list in there. I'm going to clear that by hitting clear. Oops, no, we've got to go up and highlight L1. Hit clear. Don't hit delete or you delete the whole list, which isn't a big deal. You can always get it back. But anyway, here it is, L1. Let's enter the data in. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's let in 1. Enter 2, enter 3, enter 4, enter 5, enter. There it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, good. And then 10, 15, 20, 25, 10, 15, enter 20, 25, enter. And then 50. Okay, there's my data set. Nice, I like it. Me likey very much. Okay, so what am I going to do with this data set? I want to plot it. We know how to find, you guys have seen probably before how to, let's just do the one variable statistics on L1. So just to get the data out, let's take a look at that. We're going to do a statistical calculation, so I'm going to hit stat. And see how it says this stuff here? Go over to the right where it says calc. And see here for one variable statistics, I'm just going to hit enter. And I'm going to do the one variable statistics for L1. So I just hit second. And see the little L1 is yellow. I hit the yellow button to activate the yellow. Bing, L1. So I'm going to do the one variable statistics for L1. And there, look at all the information it gives me. Beautiful. It gave me the mean, the sum of all the values in the data set. The sum of all the values in the data set squared. The standard deviation of the sample, if it's a sample. The standard deviation if it's a population. N10 because there's 10 values. My minimum's 1. My Q1 is 3. My median is 7.5. My Q3 is 20. My max is 50. Look at it, did it all for me. I don't even have to think. I love this calculator. And you can use this on the whole test. Oh, look, you can see my reflection in there. On the whole test. Yeah. Anyway, so let's actually plot this thing. And where we put our statistical plots are right here. Statistical plot. It's also yellow. So let's go into there. Let's go to the yellow button. Activates the yellow stuff. And look, here's a list of all the plots I could put on at the same time. Notice these guys are all off. Here it says plots off, plots on. If you want to turn all the plots on, you hit enter there. I'm going to turn them all off and hit enter. So now all the plots are off. And let's go back into stat plot and see. All right, they're all off. So I'm going to go into plot 1 and turn it on. So I hit enter. And notice I can go back and forth the cursor on, off. Let's go to on, enter. Now it's on. What type of do I want to do? Well, there's a scatter plot that looks like, one of these is a normal probability plot. This is a line plot. Histogram. Ooh, look at this one. Box and whisker with outliers, box and whisker without. And this is a normal probability plot right here. Let's highlight this one, enter. I want to put list 1 in. I want to make a box and whisker plot in L1. But if I wanted to do the box and whisker plot for L2, I'll just hit the yellow button and then the number 2, because that would be list 2, and it would be telling the calculator to make a box and whisker plot of the second list, but I don't want that. I want the first list. Okay. Enter, enter. Here's my mark for outliers. And now I want to zoom in to wherever the statistical plot is. So I tell my calculator that by hitting the zoom button. Zoom. And then I scroll down. You see the 9th zoom is very special zoom just for your statistics. 9, zoom stat. But you don't have to scroll down or whatever to get to it. You can just hit zoom 9 every time and you get it. So I'm just going to actually watch. I'm going to scroll up to 6, but I'm going to hit 9 because I'm going to tell it I want to do zoom 9 even though and there it is. There's my box and whisker plot. Look at that. Looks like there's an outlier. Let's see if I can find the values of my min Q1, Q2. So I'm going to hit that button trace. And you can see the cursor blinking right there on the median. The median is 7.5. If I go to the left, Q1 is 3, minimum is 1. Q1 is 3. Going to the right, median is 7.5. Q3 is 20. This X value, that's the last fish I could catch, is with a 25. And look at that outlier. That max is at 50. So that's how you do it, folks. And you could actually plot 3 or 4, a bunch of them on one screen to compare if you'd like to, different lists to really get a good look at them. But that's all you got to do. Now here we go. I'm just going to go quick up to the board and I'm going to show you how to do that calculation by hand real quickly. Shouldn't take too long. Here we go. All right. If you want to watch, you can watch. If not, you can shut the old thing off. Here we go. So now this is by hand again for those of you who are still wondering, how do you do that? How do you find that outlier? Well, let's find the 5-number summary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 values. So let's find the median is going to be a 10 plus 1 over 2, which is 11 over 2, which is the 5.5 position, which you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be right between here. Between 5 and 10. So I'll say it's 7.5. That's going to be my median. Let's double check. Is that what we got here? Look at that, 7.5. And let's find our Q1. Find the median of the bottom half. Well, I've got 5 data values, so you can see here's my Q1. Median of the top half, you can see, is 20. Here's my min. Here's my max. So there's my 5-number summary. Let's find my Q1 to Q3. This distance right here is called the IQR. The range of the whole thing is 50 minus 1. The range of the inside the quartiles is called the interquartile range. And this one happens to be 20 minus 3 is 17. Okay? So now I want to find 1.5 of those IQRs, add it to Q3, subtract it from Q1 to build my fences, and then see if I have any values outside there. So let's check it out. 1.5 17s, 1.5 IQR is 1.5 17s. Well, I know 1 17 is 17, and now I just need to add a half of 17, which would be 8.5. And I add those together, I get 25.5. So that is 1.5 of my IQRs. Remember, I add that to Q3 for the upper fence, subtract it from Q1 for the lower fence, and then look at my data set and say, is there anything outside there? Anything outside that will call them outliers, okay? There it is. That's my 1.5 IQR. Here's my Q1. Let's go down 25.5. So 3 minus 25.5, I don't have to finish calculating it. I know it's way, 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 way down. It's in the negatives, right? It's negative, let's see, 24, 3, 2, negative 22 or something, okay? Don't have to worry about it because you know there's nothing down here. So none down here, no low. And the calculation I'm doing is, it looks like this. This is kind of where we get messed up in the book. It says this. It says lower fence, Q1 minus 1.5 IQR. And you're like, what is all that stuff? Well, it's just saying this. Stand at the first quartile and go down 1.5 of these things, IQRs. Remember, stand at the box here and reach down 1.5 of these boxes wide and try to catch the fish. Next, let's find the upper quartile here. I'm going to go Q3. I'm going to go up 1.5, 25.5. And that's where I'm going to say anything past that side is an outlier. So 20. So that's the way to write it out, which is 20 plus 1.5 17s, which we know is the same thing as 20, plus 25.5, which we know 20 plus 25, 45.5. So there's my upper fence. Upper fence. Let's see if there's anything past it. No, not past it. No. Yep, 50. That's my outlier. So what I'm going to do is when I build my box and whisker plot, I'm going to only extend the whisker out to the last value within the fence. I'm not going to go out to the fence and touch the fence. I'm only going to go to the last value within the fence. So let's build that box and whisker plot to look exactly like it did on your calculator. So here we go. Got my outlier. I'm going to erase all this stuff. I'll do a box and whisker plot, an up and down one. We like those. Just got to go from my min was 1 and my max is 50. So let's start here. And here's my scale. 0, 10, 20, no, I'm going to make it a little smaller. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Here we go. Min at 1, right about here. Q1 at 3. Min is right here. Q1's at 3. Median's at 7.5. Q3's at 20. So here it is. I'm going to end at 25. 25 is right around here. And put a star at my outlier 50. Okay, I just did a vertical one. You put it sideways, it looks exactly like the box and whisker plot on your calculator. So notice I stopped at 25. I didn't go all the way out to my fence, which was out here in the 40s. Okay, that's it. That's how you do it by hand. But this one was about the calculator. But if you watched some more, that's good. Good luck. Again, you can check out abstatsguy.com. There'll be lots of more videos coming right for you.